Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Rumble. I got another really good one here for you, another random 30. It's going to be different than the first 30 we did, so there's going to be a lot of different characters. Got some movie characters this time, and who are we starting off with is the question. Well, I've set number 1 and 2 up. I will confess, I did set number 1 and 2 up. Because I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. And wait until you see what I have in store for you. I got one of my favorites. Art the Clown is in the house. And look at him. He is very excited to be here and inflict pain on his enemies. This guy is a complete sicko. And, of course, we're starting off with him. He seems to be very happy he's starting off at number 1. By the way, he's better than Pennywise. I don't care what you say. Okay, he is way better, way more intimidating and scarier than Pennywise will ever be, in my opinion. And, yeah. He seems to be enjoying himself. And, oh, poor Michael Cole. I'd watch out, Michael Cole. He just waved at you. And who is Art the Clown going to be facing off with first? Well, let's see. And it is the one, the only, Steve Harvey. The host of the Family Feud and comedian. He's everywhere. He is absolutely everywhere. I don't call it the Family Feud. I call it the adult-rated feud because that's not a family show. It's definitely not a family show because the surveys get out of hand. So we are starting off with Art the Clown versus Steve Harvey. Yeah, it's definitely the adult feud, not the family feud. It's not family. Trust me. Especially some of the answers they give and even some of the stuff he asks. But it's all fun. It's still all fun. And look at Art. Oh, man. Swinging up a good one there. And in this one, we will have no finishers starting off with. So they have to earn their finishers. I did put it on fast so they can earn them faster. And we got Arthur Fleck at number 3. Joaquin's Joker. So, yeah, they have to earn their finishers this time. I'm going to try to make it a little bit longer and see how it plays out. Because the first one I did was way too short. Well, not too short, but a little bit short. And number 4 is Chuck McGill from Better Call Saul. It's his brother, older brother. Chuck McGill's definitely an interesting character in that series. I highly recommend that show if you haven't seen it yet. It's fantastic. And, you know, it's a Breaking Bad spinoff, so of course I'm going to say it is because that's my favorite show of all time. And number 5 is Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, so people are going to be harder to eliminate, so there's not going to be usually right off any eliminations. They're going to have to really earn them here, or at least build up the finisher. It's a lot different than we've had. We haven't had one of these probably since 19. Well, actually we had the hour and 15-minute one. But I noticed on the first one I did that the AI is moving better. They're trying to get the eliminations for the most part. So the AI is way better than it was on 22. And there goes Tokyo Ghoul, the first one eliminated by Slappy. And look at Art the Clown. And number 7 is Annoying Lamar. So, number 7, him and Lester, the most annoying people in that game. Constantly ringing your cell phone. It's like, leave us alone. I'm going to put him on a do not call list. Lester's the worst, probably. I don't recall how it went, but they would call me all the time. Like, leave me alone. I want to just drive around the place. And Angus Young is number 8 from AC/DC. And Art and Steve are still in this. And number 9 is Robin. Robin coming in at number 9. So for this one, I looked into movies, TV, DC, Marvel. I went basically for anything I could find to make this a random one. There is going to be a couple people. Oh, there goes Annoying Lamar. And he's been eliminated by the Terrifier. And Chuck McGill may have saved Robin there. And I just like how it moves, how it flows better, because Angus Young just shot across the ring and pulled off that crazy move, and it just feels real compared to 22. And there goes Chuck McGill. Yeah, I gave Slappy Shawn Michaels moveset, so some of these I actually did give a moveset for because they were like 75s. And a little word of advice, because I've done this too. You have to set the overall when you in the create a superstar. You have to set it in there. If you just copy and paste a moveset, it will still show up as 75. It might still show the moveset, and maybe they'll change it by the time you see this. But, yeah, that's something that I've noticed. If you do the moveset in the CAW, then it will work. But otherwise, if you do it outside of that, I've noticed that it seems to be 75, which would explain what happened with my baby that I put up on the community creations. And number 11 is Jigsaw. Jigsaw is number 11. John Kramer. And there goes Steve. So Steve's finally been eliminated. He lasted a little while. And look, oh. And Arthur Fleck going to try to eliminate Robin here. And he's got him. I've never liked Robin. I've said this 100 times, and I'll say it 100 more times. I don't like Robin. If I had to prefer a sidekick, I guess Nightwing. Really, I don't like sidekicks at all. I think and Art the Clown's been eliminated. I'm not a fan of sidekicks. I'm not a fan of War Machine, Robin. What's another sidekick? Arsenal, is he one? And One Punch Man was one kick out. And there goes Jigsaw as well. And the Joker doing a really good job here. He has taken out everyone. Everyone is getting taken out by Arthur Fleck. And Harry Potter's number 12. Look at Harry Potter here diving on Slappy. And Saul Goodman is number 13. Man, I'm telling you, Joker is on point in this one. Of course, I had to put Saul in there and put his brother in. I might as well put him in, obviously, because he's the main star. And number 14 is Charlie Kelly from Sunny. And Slappy going to get an opportunity. Ventriloquist doll trying to get the Joker out here, who's been on a roll. And number 15 is the Gingerbread Man from Shrek. And Billy the Puppet's number 16, so I didn't realize it until just now. I have Billy the Puppet and Jigsaw in this one. Which is, that's fine because they're totally different, but that's kind of a coincidence. I did not mean to do that. I basically was downloading anybody that I could find. And look at Harry Potter here. Going to eliminate Saul Goodman. And number 17 is Leon. Oh, goodness. Don't remind me of Ashley screaming that name. Leon! Save me, Leon! Be my babysitter. Oh, my goodness. And the new game's coming out, and I heard it got a 10 out of 10 as I'm doing this. That's what I heard, that it got a 10. Wow. That's just amazing. That's what I heard. I don't know if it did for sure or not. And Slappy is finished. And number 18 is Scorpion. Scorpion is number 18. And Charlie Kelly is finished. Glad to see Scorpion again, as usual. I do always expect the Mortal Kombat guys to always be in this. I've noticed that there's like a And I'm not saying because obviously we get all the video game guys, but there's always the MK guys, Street Fighter, and Resident Evil. It seems like that wrestling fans enjoy those franchises, which I can see why they enjoy the fighting one, but it seems like Resident Evil has something to it that just goes right with pro wrestling or something. I think it's Nemesis because of the movie, but that's cool. I mean, I like it. I like seeing all the Resident Evil characters on here. And Leon with the rock bottom to Joker. And Quan Chi is in the house. And number 20 is Moon Knight. Yeah, it's, I wouldn't get this if it wasn't for these creations. I would not even, well, I may still, but I wouldn't definitely enjoy it without these creations. These creations are the bread and butter, the meat and potatoes of this game. And another rock bottom. Why not? By the way, you can download all of these on Community Creations. You can find a lot of them under the Marvel hashtag. Some people just put people in there that aren't even Marvel under the hashtag. So you can find a lot of these people on there. Make sure to download them and show these creators some support. And by the way, I did not create any of these. I've had a couple people say, "Wow, you created all those? Come on, really? Come on, I'm not that talented. I'm not that talented. Don't give me more credit than I deserve." I wish I could. I probably could if I just had the time and just sat down and looked at it, but some of these face scans and stuff, I can't do that stuff. They're just, the people that do them are excellent. I'd be lucky to get a nice shirt going on. And it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. You got it, especially with me making my people, already. I just don't have the time at all to even attempt one of these. And sometimes you got to be really creative with it because you got to use shapes to create things, to make certain types of faces and everything. You got to use shapes that they give you. It's not just face scans all the time. I've seen a couple where they've had to, use circles and squares and all kinds of stuff. Just make them perfect. And Deathstroke is number 21. Joker's still in this thing. He started at number 3, I believe. And that's pretty impressive. And he's gotten a lot of eliminations. And Moon Knight, no luck there. That is the one move that they're kind of missing. Besides that, they're doing really good about getting rid of people. And that time they did hit it, so I guess it just depends on the person. But I have noticed that they've missed that move a couple times. But it's not a big deal. And Gold D. Roger is number 23. Every time I see that name, I think of the song Gold Digger. Every time I see that name. I don't know why. And it's not even, it's Roger. So where am I getting that from? I just think of that song. Every single time I see that name. I have Jamie Foxx singing in my head. And number 24 is Jimmy Hopkins. Jimmy Hopkins at number 24 from Bully. Famous Rockstar game, very classic. T-rated version of GTA. And a stunner. And Lotso. Oh, okay, Lotso. Okay. Lotso is here from Toy Story 3. I was wondering why it said Hug, and that's what he calls himself. That's right. Okay. I'm trying to remember. How can I not forget him? Obviously a great character from Toy Story 3. It's good to see him. Very excited. I'm sure this is not the last you will see of him, due to the Pixar party that is on one of my brands. That could be a possibility. But it's cool to see Lotso. I really like Lotso. I think he's a great character. Really well done. I need to go rewatch Shrek. Just seeing the gingerbread man makes me want to. And they said that Puss in Boots, I think that's what it's called, The Last Life or something. I don't know. They said those movies are really good. And hey, I might check them out. I like DreamWorks. They do pretty good with their animation. And there goes Leon. Jimmy's done as well. So Jimmy and Leon are finished. And Deathstroke has finished. Joker's still in this thing. And boy, has he had a run. And Slenderman, number 26. They are still trying to get the Joker out, but he is not going. And Justin Trudeau is number 27, Canadian Prime Minister. Now, I said that I'm not going to have any politics on here because that's just one of my new rules. But other countries is okay as long as they're not, like that. Well, for an example, I've had people on here before and then they've turned heel in real life. So, and Justin just fell out, so it didn't even matter. But, Canada, UK, France, I'll put those guys in. I don't have a problem with that. Nobody's going to get in heated arguments, which is ridiculous to begin with, but just to avoid all of that. And, of course, we'll throw Martin Van Buren. We love Martin Van Buren. The old guys are okay. If they're not kicking anymore, I mean, well, I wouldn't say actually. If you think about the history of some of the presidents, yeah, I wouldn't actually put all of them. When we're talking about the non-living, no, there is a couple of really bad apples actually, and most of them you don't even know their name. It's not someone you would know off the top of your head. And Captain Price is here. I know a lot about presidents. I have a whole book on them, so I'm pretty familiar with some of the older ones. Captain Price, man, and Doogie Howser is number 30. He's gonna need 30. He's gonna need 30. He's gonna need all the help he can get. Yeah, he hit the ground as soon as he got in, and now he gets hit with an end of days. poor Doogie. As soon as he walks in, he gets hit with an end of days. Welcome to the Rumble, MD. Man, I think he's asleep. Oh, he finally woke up from his nap, and the Joker continues to thrive in this. He continues. So we are down to our last few. We got Slender in here. He can Colossus can cause some definitely damage. And of course the Joker has been the one that won't go home. He's been in here since number 3, so he's made it through 27, and I'm rooting for him. Because, I usually don't let people go to Mania. I have a history of that. But Joker may be a different case. If he can pull it off, I mean, it's going to be tough. There's still a long way to go. And Colossus trying to get rid of the Joker, but it didn't work out. And we are down to, I believe, 7. Yep. 7 left. One of these 7 is probably not going to go unless the Joker can pull it off. I'll let him go. I mean, just his performance alone has been very good. Slender eliminates Captain Price. So and look at Doogie. Oh man, he almost had him. Goldie's been in here for a while too. He's been in here for a while. Not as long as the Joker has. Oh man, if Joker would have got Slender, that would have been big. So now we are down to 6 left. And there goes the gingerbread man. So now we are down to 5, and the MD gets hit with another end of days. He's asleep again. Oh, man. The Joker may have been eliminated if it wasn't for... Uh-oh. You never... Oh, Colossus strikes back, though. Thought Colossus may have been taken out, but he hit Arthur Fleck with the counter, and Joker's still in this. And I am definitely rooting for him. But he's definitely the weakest right now because, I mean, he's been... Oh, how about another end of days? Wow. I think the Doctor needs a doctor. That's what I think. I don't really recall that show. I think it was before my time or when I was a kid or something. I know Neil Patrick Harris is in it. That's all I know, though. And look at the double team. Oh, man. And that would really break his hand. If you think about that, that would break Arthur's hand. You can't punch Colossus in the face. But we can't be realistic here. We cannot be realistic. We have to be fast and furious. We have to be fast and furious here. Question is, who is going to get eliminated next? This has definitely been a longer one, and yep, number 30 is done, and look at the sneak up by Goldie Roger. Oh my goodness, what a sneak up. We are down to 3. Just like that. And Slender, who is probably one of the favorites to win, someone snuck up behind him. And if Joker can pull this off, it will be one of the greatest wins. For sure. And he's tapping out, but the submissions don't matter here. Look at this double team. Once again, Arthur and... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Somehow he didn't go over the ropes. But he's going to get smacked with another finisher. And I'm telling you, Goldie Roger has been doing an amazing job here. Usually he doesn't do a lot. But he's actually doing a pretty good job. And Colossus just powerbombed him. Oh, and that may have been a bad decision by the Joker. He should have let him go for that elimination. And uh-oh. Oh, man, Joker almost had him but missed. And now these two are fighting. They need to double team him. They need to double team him. They can eliminate him, but it's going to be tough. Ooh! Could he actually push him out? Is that a possibility? Yeah. I mean, he got him. He did get him on top of the rope. So, the Colossus is just destroying everyone at this point. Oh no, oh no, no! Arthur was doing so well, and it could be done here. Oh my goodness. But what a performance. You got to give him credit. Started at number 3, made it through 30, and he was in there probably, I don't know, probably over, I'm trying to think. He's probably in there 30 minutes. It's incredible. Because this has been going on for a little while here. And yeah, it seems to be a little longer than our usual, but this is fine. I don't like anything going over 45. And I don't think this is going to go over 45. That's the 35's perfect. 30 to 35's perfect. And then, 25's a little too short, and over 35's a little too long. As long as it's not under 20 or under 25 or over 45. Though that's what I'm shooting for here. I'm not trying to do an hour and 10. Like I did that one time. No. That was brutal. And Colossal, yep. So both guys that put up a great performance are not going to win. I thought Gold D. Roger did a really good job. And Colossus, of course he's going to win. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You're not going to Mania. Quit pointing at the sign. You point at the sign, you pay the fine. You're not going to WrestleMania. I don't know who you think you are. You know who should go? The Joker. Because he really put in the effort. You didn't. You just got lucky. Because you're a big guy. That's the only reason you won. And you shouldn't have actually won. They just had a couple missed opportunities that they messed up on. They would have had you. And Goldie Roger would have probably had you if he was a super heavyweight. I don't know if he is or not. He did really good for what he did. But overall, this was a really good one. Kind of disappointed that the Joker couldn't pull it in, but I gotta be honest, going from 3 to 30, that's kind of hard to do. Just alone. So, poor Arthur Fleck. He always gets the short end of the stick. Guy cannot catch a break. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with this. A little bit longer than usual, but that's okay because it was a lot of fun. 5 stars. And make sure you guys stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more of these. A lot more. I'm going to do a lot of random ones this time around. So I'll see you all later.